football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can go catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for Cook offense is feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Breaks into the open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Buckeyes are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Duff. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Looking to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just that...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll go right back to it. Oh, better look out. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And what's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Unloads to the right. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Berry. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Ohio State. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the
seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get them on the ground like they did right here.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive line, 2nd and 3rd and 1, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Punch it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sayin. The throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Appalachian State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's done. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. The sure hands, it's Roberts. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Rides the back and leaves it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's done. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Quarterback extends the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On the move, he fires. Got a man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Florida State.
Well, the offense is just playing keep away now. This will be the 14th play of the drive. Wants to throw again. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Berry. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for a big gain. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Gibson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football falling out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Right on the money. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And some room to work. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Duck. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you could be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. With jet sweep pass. Looking for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Under fire. Looking to scramble. Nice move to keep running. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover 1. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did. And it ends up being an interception.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He'll throw it. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to run it. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. Going to the ground. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a first and goal. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Duff. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Fires on the move. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration in the front.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. First down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance.
Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Back to throw, it's Glenn. This time on target. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw again. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll go to the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down, because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. Look out, he's got room! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to pass, it's Sayin. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And you don't usually say that very often, the strong safety with the sack. Usually a guy you spin down in the box, but you could tell he knew what was going on, diagnosed the play, saw he had an opportunity to go get that quarterback, and he went and got it.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line. He stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. The short hands, it's Davis. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that.
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Right down the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Unloads it left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for Dave.